lots of stuff moves, right? Flowing, things flow. What can flow? Air can flow, fluids can flow, electricity can flow. These are things that flow, right? In order for something to move, there has to be a motivation for it to move, right? There has to be, in a general sense, what we'll call as a driving force. There has to be something making it want to move. So there has to be a driving force. For the movement of fluid, this driving force is a fluid pressure. Fluids move from an area where they're at the higher pressure to an area where they're at the low pressure, so do gases. If this is an electrical system, the driving force is going to be, like I mentioned before, that potential gradient, right? Some unequal distribution of charge or something like that to make things want to move. But this is the directly proportional. That is the stronger the driving force, the faster and more things are going to flow. Anytime something flows, it's not flowing in a vacuum, right? It's flowing along something, inside something, over top of something, or whatever. It's always flowing in respect to some container that it's flowing in. Right? It's not in a vacuum. Because of that, these forces will interact with each other. Something's going to want to move in one direction, but there's going to be something wanting to hinder its ability to move. And the hindrance of flow is resistance. Okay? So, if something is going to move, we have to have a driving force that can overcome the inertia of the system, if you will, the resistance to flow. Sometimes this is gravity, right? Sometimes whatever, it just depends. This is a general principle that will, lots of physics is built upon. With regard to electricity, the physical principle that incorporates that's called Ohm's law. So Ohm's law is the law that is derived from that general principle that describes the movement of electricity. And it has to have all those components. Flow is called current. So electrical flow is called current, right? The driving force for current is potential, or is called potential. It is a form, actually, of, the way to think about it, this is a form of potential energy. This is the conversion of it to kinetic energy. This is the storing of it. This is the moving of it. Okay. And then, of course, we have some resistance. Now, potential is measured in units of volts. Okay. And and with regard to an electrochemical gradient, is what provides the potential, is when you have a barrier like this, some kind of barrier, and you separate charges of opposite sign. We've got a bunch of positively charged ions, we could call them cations or whatever, outside or on one side of the barrier, and a bunch of negatively charged ones on the other side of the barrier, like that. They're in a system like this. Like that. And so what I've just created is a battery, basically. You've got something that has a barrier. These charges can't move this way. So if the charges are going to move, they have to come out of here, like this. They have to go through something that we're wanting to use that electricity to power, and then they flow back in here. So you have to complete the circuit, right? And these electrons will flow. And as they flow through here, they'll do work, whatever it is we're trying to do. As they move, we're doing work. We're using that flow, and they come back down again. So eventually, over time, what happens is that this separation gets less and less, right? Because I'm mingling these different charges together. So batteries will get used, right, when that happens. How do you recharge a battery? Well, you put something in it, so you pump the negative one back over here. Right? And then you can use it again. And then you pump them back, and you can use them again. So the strength here of this is going to be measured by the potential difference. And it is measured in volts. And obviously, if we say something has 12 volts, that's got more potential difference than something that has 3 volts. Just got more separation of charge. And how much separation you need in a physics sense is going to be determined by how much strength of current you need to drive or to fuel this work here. Now in our bodies, we don't need a large amount of power. We don't need a huge driving force. We just need a driving force. And so I'll tell you right now that in neurons, if they're going to have current, they need to have a potential difference, right? Because if this potential difference is 0, 0 divided by any number is 0, right? So you can't have current in a flow of electrical communication unless you have some driving force. In our bodies, the resistance relatively, to do what we need these to do, we don't need a lot of potential difference, and the resistance is relatively low in the big picture. So our driving force can be pretty small. In our bodies, the potential difference, in our neurons, the potential difference is about 70 millivolts. So does the cell membrane have a potential difference? Is it separating charges of opposite sign? Absolutely. What is the strength of that electrochemical gradient? What is its potential? 70 millivolts. So I have a driving force. Now what affects resistance? A number of things affects resistance.